as both of them just start tearing into you and trying to hit you over the head. The other one is like trying to grab and drag you down into the muck, and you're fighting them off, but they're both hitting you from 2 different sides.
Yeah.
Both of you guys suffer 27 points of fire damage.
Start praying to Tiamat, my friend.
So what, you control the zombie now?
Kneel before your master.
I guess so.
You look ahead and you see maybe about 100 feet and so in front of you, the forest just stops. There's no more trees beyond that. And you see it ends because you are standing at a cliff face. And there below you, in this massive basin, hundreds of stone structures, buildings, homes. You've been here before, and you know what you're looking at right here is the Forbidden City of Omu.
Yes.
Look out below.
You hear this voice echo down. You glance up and you see one of these creatures. You now recognize it as a gargoyle. Flying down in what appears to be a second one that was on the other side of the ridge, now also preparing to leap down. You have 2 of these now bearing down on you as you're making your way down.
Just him?
Well, he just sees it now. You're running downward.
Because I saw one in the Tomb of Horrors.
Fair enough.
Archon did.
As you hear, you hear Clyde say this, so you can stop and look up, and the 3 of you do notice these things are quickly bearing down in your direction. So what are you doing?
Okay, I'm off with one arm, and I get the axe out.
All right, so you're just waiting? You can make it to the bottom before they get to you, possibly.
So one of a long-range weapon? Anyone?
I got daggers.
Somebody?
I have throwing axes.
I do.
Oh, you know what? I actually have a javelin, so I can hit it from a distance.
Okay, do you want to do that?
Great, sir.
Yeah, why not? How close are they?
Well, one of them is in a dive towards you. It'll be there in a matter of seconds.
Okay, so like I can throw a javelin at 30 feet with no disadvantage?
Correct, yes. You can hold on and wait for it to come at you, and then...
Or I could try to throw one with disadvantage up to 120. So I can throw one with disadvantage now, and then throw another one when it gets within 30-foot range?
Yes.
I'll do that.
Okay, so you're holding until it gets close.
I'm gonna attempt to either press myself against the wall and either hide or cover or something, sort of make it harder for him to get me. Is that possible? Like, is there any kind of overhanging?
Give yourself some cover?
Yeah.
I'll say go ahead and make a hide check as part of your action with disadvantage, because you are kind of open against a cliff face.
No kidding.
Oh.
And an 11.
An 11. Okay, so you pull against the wall and you hope it's enough.
Okay.
You're keeping your javelin. You had a question?
Yeah, I have a question. On second thought, can I wait for it to get within 60 feet of me and I want to cast a spell?
Sure, I'll let you go ahead and do that instead.
Okay, thanks.
No worries.
Can I get to Archon by the time they get to us? Can I
you have to backtrack a little bit, but you can get to Archon, that's fine.
Do I get an action other than yelling to them, or no?
I'll say you get the one that dove off. You see that, and you see the other one that's just about to dive off. So what are you doing?
I'm gonna fire a lightning arrow at the one about to dive off.
Lightning arrow is level 3, so you do not have the spell slot to cast lightning arrow, unfortunately.
God damn it!
Sorry, buddy.
Well then I fireball the shit out of it.
So you launch a fireball at that one?
Yes.
Okay, so the gargoyle that's now beginning to dive past, you go ahead and throw the wand out in front and release the beaming red light towards it. It's going to attempt to make a dexterity saving throw, which it succeeds on, so it takes half damage. But go ahead and roll 8d6. You watch as it just gets bombed. As soon as it leaps off the side, the explosion knocks it off kilter for a second, and it spins out of control and then regains its composure.
15. 23.
All right.
13 and 23.
Gotcha. 14 and 23, you said?
Was that right? No.
So that's 19, so 14 and 19.
Yeah.
That's a good roll. All right, that's 30. Gotcha. Okay, so it spins out of control, but rights itself. The other one is within range. You want to go ahead and make
within my range?
Spell.
Well, no.
No spell you're doing. So.
Do I know if they understand common?
You do not know.
It's fine. I'm going to cast command.
Cast command?
Yes.
Okay.
I speak a one-word command to a creature I can see within 60 feet. Wisdom saving throw.
One word.
Sup. That is a rolls a 13. What's the DC?
What's my DC?
Yeah.
13.
So it just succeeds.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Mercer.
I'm sorry. Killing me. I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm just gonna climb down. I really don't know what else to do. Frankly, I'm up here. I'm feeling a little bit lonely. So
Turn into a climber.
Right.
I could, but I don't want to waste a spell slot. You know, there's.
I didn't know.
What do I use my
release-
spell
I'm not a
attack
spell
for?
guy.
Question.
What's up?
What do I use my spell attack for?
If you have any spells that require a spell attack roll, like raise and things that you aim,
All right.
that'll come up, I'm sure.
You win this time, Mercer.
The dice does.
I know.
All right, so bring that back around. You're hiding. You're next to Archon. What are you doing?
How far away is it from
It's starting
us?
to come right towards you now.
How far?
30 feet, 20 feet, 10 feet. What are you doing?
I fucking throw me, bro.
I just used my spell.
So he can't. Can he throw me?
We're into the air? You're gonna fall.
No, towards the thing. You're strong as you're a strong guy.
What, you want like a fastball special or?
Yes.
Off the side of a cliff into air?
What if
Into the gargoyle flying at us.
I will say, because you were holding your action to throw it, we'll say for the purposes of this,
Instead of throwing a javelin, I can throw him.
yeah, we've cast your spell, and now you're holding the spell.
It's not made of stone, right?
Not yet.
This gargoyle. Nice. Foreshadowing.
So,
Yeah.
what do you want to do? Do you want to do that?
Throw me into
Ready?
it. Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Fastball special.
So what you do is you grab the rope quickly as you see it descending. The spell fails, and he tells you this. Shh, it's diving in your direction. You go ahead and holding onto the rope, planting your feet against the cliffside, put your hand out, hit you, jump onto his palm, and you kind of shot put him like, just
like the 80s.
make a strength check.
Okay.
We'll say with advantage. 'Cause why not?
Okay.
Did you just fucking drop me?
That's a 13.
Okay, that's enough to get him at least partway upward. Remember, you're just throwing him a little bit as the creature's coming this way. So you guys are on a pseudo collision course, but you do manage to throw him upward. What are you doing?
I'm coming. Can I? What should I do? Can I throw a dagger and then pull out my vicious longsword and what do you call it?
You get one or the other, unfortunately.
Skewer.
What can I do, Bo?
If you not throw a dagger, you can have a dagger in your offhand if you wanted to.
Yeah, if you
hit with the sword and then
do the
offhand
sword
with the
first
dagger.
and then do the, like you did earlier, do the daggers of fast hands, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, if you
or
have
I
a
could
dagger in
come
the
in with
offhand.
both daggers like this,
Yeah.
and it's advantage because he's like, I didn't know humans could fly, right?
I'll say
New
this,
rule.
the speed. Yes, you will both have advantage on your attacks.
Both?
You and him.
That's unfortunate. I'm gonna come through with both daggers
All right.
like this.
All right. So dual daggers with main hand and offhand. So roll 2 attacks with advantage.
16, 18.
And I'll say it was not expecting that, so I will allow you a sneak attack on this as well.
Wait, so I got 18 and 7.
Yeah, both hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
So that is.
It was not expecting you to be thrown at it, and you see its eyes go wide for a second.
1d4 plus 4 plus 5, and then 3d6. 3 and 5 is 8 plus 5 is 13.
13 for the first hit, and then second hit is just 1d4.
Oh. 3.
All right, so 16 points of damage as you go colliding into this creature, which also is going to come at you with its claws and.
Uncanny dodge!
Okay. So it's bite attack. That's going to be a 13. What's your AC?
15.
So yeah, as it slams into you, the impact, the mouth just misses you entirely, and both of you guys hit and kind of tangle and spin past Archon. And as you're kind of spinning together in the middle of the air, plummeting, it's going to attempt to rake at you with one of its claws.
Not gonna touch me. Nope.
That is a 17, which I believe does hit. So that is 8 points of slashing damage, but you're reduced to 4 with your uncanny dodge. So.
Okay. And then I'm gonna use my immovable rod to just hang, right? I can use that to hang.
You
in
can,
midair,
yeah.
right?
So on your next round, we'll come back. And that'll be your
so
next
we're
action.
tumbling through
You're
the
tumbling
air.
and falling right now. That's your. So we'll come
That
back
was
to you in a second.
awesome. Okay, cool.
So as far as you know, Hitch is dead.
I figured as much.
As I fly by, I go, I got this.
All right, coming to the top of this.
Okay, buddy.
So you're
Okay,
climbing
great.
down. You're just like speed climbing as fast as you can. So I'm saying double dash action going down. You get halfway down the rope
Cool.
with the entirety of your round. You watch as the one that took the fireball explosion was looking at you, and that distracted it enough where it seems to just move past you without making an attack. It's heading in his direction. Calliope, what are you doing?
What happened to the one that I fired on? Is he still up where I am? Or-
No, it was diving down into the area right as you hit it, kind of like aiming.
Right, okay.
It exploded and it spun out of control for a second, righted itself, and it's diving towards Archon.
Okay, so who's on the rope now? Who's still on the rope?
On the rope, these three here.
All three of these. Can I get on the rope, or
You can,
is
yeah.
that too much?
Start climbing down.
Can I climb and fire, or no?
You can, but you won't move as fast.
Well, I'll climb and fire another fireball on my nearest target.
Okay. So the gargoyle that's now diving past towards Archon, you go ahead and make an aim for it. Roll 8d6 damage.
Yep.
All right. Does not succeed at save.
17, 19, not bad.
Plus 12.
12, yep.
All right, so I need 12. That's 31 points of damage.
Nice.
The blast explodes, impacting and detonating on the gargoyle, causing its outside hide, its hard kind of stone-like hide to crack. It looks extremely injured. The explosion also catches the edge of the rope.
What? What'd you say?
The explosion does also catch the edge of the rope.
Okay.
Who's got a sewing kit?
Where I
How
am?
high up am I?
Mendy.
You're about 35 feet up.
Did I continue to climb down?
You're about 40 feet up.
40 feet up?
No, you haven't climbed down. You were holding for him to throw the javelin, and he went past.
Fair enough.
How close
You guys are a little higher.
am I to this burn?
The burn, since you took the full turn, you're about 15 feet above it.
Okay.
So the rope, it shakes. The impact blows it back, and you guys all kind of, whoa! I need you to make strength saving throws if you could.
Jesus, sorry guys.
Just you two.
Keep
'cause
blowing
you're
people
above
up, Calliope.
11.
And that's a saving throw? Is she within 10 feet of me?
19.
She's just on the outskirts of it.
Oh, so no.
I'm on 19.
Fine. Okay.
13. 13, okay.
27.
Okay, you guys all manage to keep holding onto the rope as it swings, and you all slam back into the cliffside and hold on. And the rope itself is on fire about 10 feet below you and about 5 feet above you. You see it burning up the rope.
Yeah.
So that brings us now, what do you want to do?
Okay, my jumping ring. Does that help me? Could that help me get to the ground any safer?
You're 40
down?
feet up. You could leap. You still have to make it. You can make. I'll say it allow you to make an acrobatics roll to try and minimize the impact.
Okay.
But it's still gonna hurt because you're still jumping 40 feet to the ground.
Like the Revenant into a tree?
Basically.
Or John Rambo.
And so where are the gargoyles? There's one kind of.
There's one about to hit the ground with
Okay.
Hitch, and there's the other one that's almost to Archon.
Almost to Archon.
Like it just flew past you as the explosion hit and hit the rope.
And this jump would be an action.
The jump would be your
Would be my movement.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to attempt the jump.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to jump to the ground.
So you leap off the rope and kind of go into a dive.
Yeah.
You'll be catching up right with Hitch and the gargoyle before impacting, just for the pacing of this plummeting and everything.
Okay.
You guys are diving right by there. You're slowly catching up as they're kind of tumbling over and over.
Okay.
So we'll say for the purposes of your action, we'll wait for just a moment because it's
Okay.
going to depend on what Hitch does.
Sure.
So at the same time this is happening, Hitch, what are you doing? You're clicking the movable
Whoa,
rod?
hold up. No. I'm falling with this gargoyle?
Yeah, you're both like falling end over end over end, kind of tangled into each other.
Okay, can I give it a dose of poison first?
The poison
Yeah.
has to be applied to a weapon from the package it's in, and right now that's
No, that's not
bit of
gonna
a
work.
bit of a delicate thing to
I'm
do.
good, but I don't want to show up.
You don't want to show up.
Nice.
Yeah, I throw the pouch of poison to Archon. And it falls to the ground.
Oh, no. Don't throw it to me. I'm just looking at this stuff.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do.
All right.
I am going to just because I'm feeling reckless. I had a great lunch and I'm highly caffeinated. Do you think I have time to drink my potion of fire breathing? Do I have enough dexterity to do that?
I'd have you roll an initiative roll to see if you can finish drinking the potion before you hit the ground. If that's what you want to do.
Will this affect my ability to use my immovable rod if I can't?
Yes. You get one or the other. You either use the rod or you drink the potion.
Okay.
The ground is coming very close, and it is nothing but vine-covered stonework below you.
Can I reach out to my milady? Can she grab me? Is she within arm's reach or no?
Not yet. She's above you. She's going to pass by you if you or come up to you right as you impact.
Okay. I'm going to disengage. Can I do that?
As a bonus action? Yeah, you actually kick off of the gargoyle.
And now I'm just like in space.
You're just floating in space, tumbling over. You push it away, and it's kind of push it further out into the air, and it's starting to get its wings out to possibly catch itself.
Right, and now I'm just, and then I look up at her.
Yeah, and she's rocketing towards you from the sky.
And I go, Does that work?
Physics.
What are you you're just putting your hands out to her?
Fall at the same speed.
She's not coming faster? Fuck, then I'm using my immovable rod.
Okay.
Bang.
So, click, you slap it in, all of a sudden you go from the velocity of your draw to whack! I need you to make a strength check.
Ooh.
A rotator cuff check.
Yeah, I felt it. No, it's out of the socket. 19.
Oh. Learn from your past mistakes.
You take
pop
3
it back in
points
like
of
Mel
damage
Gibson.
as your shoulder is wrenched out of the socket and you scream out instinctively, "Ah!" But you hold firm and you are now locked there with your arm slightly dislocated, dangling as you see Jamila now plummeting past you.
Okay.
All right, that's your turn. You
Okay.
roll an acrobatics check
Okay.
to see if you can tumble and reduce any of this damage.
2. Oh, with this, I flubbed it. Yeah. Oh well.
You attempt to spin, but unfortunately, the impact of the fireball kind of dizzied you for a second as you begin to leap. You don't realize how strong the updraft is from down here, and it kind of gets you into a spin that you can't control, and crack! You land back down right onto hard ground and stone, suffering 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And you're prone, and I'm going to say you're stunned for the next round.
What does that mean?
That means you have no action this round.
I have no action this round.
Yeah.
All right.
You literally crack.
I knocked the wind out of myself.
Yeah.
Concussed.
You're
All
alive.
right.
The natural one on the acrobatics.
I'm alive.
Fall asleep.
I promise.
Yeah.
So this thing's still burning underneath me 15 feet.
It is. We're going to get to you in just a second, so we know how to come to your turn, Archon. There's the secondary gargoyle that's been damaged heavily and is now coming towards you. Its claws are out and it's attempting to try and grab you and pull you off the rope.
And it's close enough to me for a strike.
It will be simultaneously, so you'll both make your attacks at the same time.
Unless I want to go with my... Oh man, I hate spell casting right now.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do? It looks pretty hurt. It's pretty damaged.
Then fine, I'm just going to strike at it. Let's go.
All right, go
Come
for
on.
it.
Okay, that's
15. 15 just hits.
Yeah, boy.
And it rolls a 17 to hit. No. As it swings towards you with its first front claw, you just push just out of the way with the rope and hack with the axe with your first hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
excellent. Okay, I'm going to go... I'm going to smite it up. I'm going to go first level Divine Smite.
Go for it.
So, extra.
3d8.
Yeah, I should have had an extra D8. Not bad. Let's see. 22.
So as it misses you, it doesn't even get to do its follow-up attack because as you slam into the back of it, its whole lower back area just breaks open and you can see beneath the stone kind of hardened armored exterior, the kind of brightish pink-red interior of the gargoyle is exposed, and as you kick down with your foot, you see it screech as it spins and slams into the side of the cliff and breaks into 2 different pieces across one of the outcroppings, just scattered across the ground.
Yes.
as you're on the ground going, you see one large chunk of gargoyle spinning towards you, and you roll out of the way just as it hits the ground next to you.
Okay. And I have movement. I have a second attack and movement.
Your second attack and movement.
Second attack, I'm going to fire a javelin at the other.
Okay, the other one that was with you has managed to come out of the dive and swooped past and is now up. It's just on the outskirts of your range, so throw now with disadvantage to see if you can hit it with the javelin.
With disadvantage. Okay. Look at that, a 20 and a 1.
Oh, that's so sad.
You pull the javelin back, and as you throw with all your strength, the physical activity of you jostling the rope puts tension against the now currently damaged fire-laden portion.
All right.
The rope.
Just say it.
And now my movement?
Goes slack.
By movement, I mean movement downwards?
Yeah. You plummet the last 30 feet. And where you roll out of the way of one gargoyle, you're like, look up, and now Archon's falling towards you. You continue to roll. I'll say due to the one, you do not get an acrobatics check, unfortunately.
No acrobatics check.
You only fell 30 feet, but you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage, knocked prone and stunned.
Damn, our heavy hitters are out.
Ain't nothing to a boss.
We're just lying down for a second.
You guys are coming down. You see with the rope still burning up underneath you, and there's about 50 feet of no rope below you.
What's the cliff wall look like?
It's pretty sheer with the occasional kind of
there are
2-3 foot outcroppings.
Right.
So if you were to fall on the side, it'd be like dead, 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 dead.
Well, but can I, using Dex and Acrobatics, stop myself and like maybe
certainly try.
Try to land on one of those ledges?
You could try it, man.
Okay. Or what were you thinking? Who's
Well, right now, both of you guys have met up at the center rope, and you can see the flames kind of beginning to curl up and heat the bottom of your feet as the rope's beginning to burn from the bottom.
I was thinking, I could turn into a large cat. Cats always land on their feet, right? So, thinking maybe big cat, you grab onto the back.
I'm up for it.
Well,
something.
It's either that, or I turn into a big bird and I glide us down.
Whatever you can do.
I don't know if either would work though without me getting squashed.
You're looking into transforming into
a large bird.
You see this?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
No worries.
The thing is that the cat has more utility if I don't want to change out for a while.
Kill us both with a fucking fireball.
There's some mean birds out there.
Yes, exactly. I wanted to say saber-tooth.
You can always sing him a song of inspiration too.
Oh yeah.
You haven't seen one yet, unfortunately. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, I cast Bardic Inspiration on him to help.
Okay.
Whatever that can help.
Unfortunately, it isn't until 8th level that you get the ability to use flying creatures.
Oh, well.
Well, become a cat.
Like a big cat it is. Either that or...
I don't know, man.
Save us, meow.
Yeah.
How high up are they? 50 feet?
High, right?
They're 50 feet up, yeah.
That's a bad fall.
It's going to hurt.
Yeah. I mean...
Scramble down the...
Cat on the back. What about
like a little goat
gorilla
that bounces off the cliff sides? You know, like a little gazelle or a goat, you know, one of those
Mountain
things?
goat.
Our cut's yelling
It's
that.
whatever it is, it has to be like...
Turn into a goat.
Hitch is hanging. Goat! Goat!
Oh, no. Whatever it is, though, it's got to be able to ferry you on
Just
the
doing
back.
hand
Yeah,
signals.
that would be great, but I can handle myself too if you need to, I don't know.
What does Calliope have?
Yes.
Just her own agility and her good looks and 19 charisma.
No Big B's hand yet? No.
No feather falls anywhere or anything.
No, it's 2 levels off as a lore
You
bard.
could climb back up. Then what?
Could
Then
I cast jump on myself,
What
which is
animals
a
can
duration of
climb?
1 minute? But that wouldn't,
the
I
goat's
mean,
a good idea.
that just gives me
A monkey can
jump
climb.
distance.
It gives you distance
triple
and
the-
height. You're still going to fall the same distance.
What has climbing claws?
I mean, a gorilla would be, I guess, kind of good, right? It's strong enough to ferry this guy on the back, but it's also
Oh,
a
gorilla
fucking
could
gorilla.
definitely carry him and climb down.
I'm transforming to gorilla with a tie.
Okay. So you watch as
What color
Magilla
tie?
gorilla?
you transform into a
He
thick
had a hat
gorilla
too, though.
with a fur pattern that resembles a tie in the front of the chest. You kind of look up at Calliope. And I say,
Yes.
Get on my back.
all right. So you calm down and you put your arms over the shoulders of the gorilla, and you're going to climb down.
Well, then it's like Planet of the Apes. Like I leap off the rope, right, and I try to like scramble under the wall and like scoot down. Right?
Indeed. Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Okay.
Come on, Magilla.
Uh-oh.
Is my inspiration helper in it, or him in any way?
If he wants to add it to it, you
I
can.
probably do. Yeah.
So you can add a D8 to your roll if you want to.
D8 to my roll. And do you know the Dex or this strength is athletics?
This would be an athletics check, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to say this is going to be, as an 8, it's a +3.
Okay, I got. I'm looking at 15.
15. Okay, you scramble down the next 25 or so feet precariously, but you make your way like leaping from edge to edge. One part of the rock breaks and you kind of dangle from one side and Calliope is like, oh God, and your feet are kind of washing in the wind, and you watch as the other gargoyle is now curling up and making its way back towards you.
Not on my watch.
So, Hitch, you're still dangling there with your arm dislocated. You see this happening.
How far away is the gargoyle from me?
The gargoyle is about...
It's above me, huh?
Yeah, it's above you. It's about, right now, 30 feet up, and it's going to be coming out of your long-distance dagger range.
But it is in my long-distance dagger range now.
Well, right now, it's just barely in your close range. It'll become long-distance if you wait any longer.
How far am I from the ground?
About 10 feet up.
Oh.
Like, you barely caught yourself from impacting horribly.
That was amazing. That's great. Okay, if I fall to the ground, it's still in range.
If you jump to the ground, it'll be just in your long-distance range.
Make sure you click your rod first.
Yeah. He goes, Archon goes,
All right, what are you doing?
Can I throw a dagger from here where I
can.
am right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So with your non-dislocated arm, you throw a dagger up towards it.
Yeah.
Roll for it.
With advantage, right?
Just a regular roll.
Since I'm one of my eyes dislocated.
You roll it without disadvantage. We'll put it that way.
How about it's a sneak attack? Because it's engaged with them.
It's not engaged with them yet. It's just gonna be a regular attack, unfortunately.
Sell
I
cars.
love the negotiation.
Anything.
Real hard.
Give it.
Great.
Gotta give it to him.
7 plus, it's 14.
14. It just streaks off the hard hide of the gargoyle. No damage, unfortunately.
Hey.
Do I get another attack?
No, because your other arm's
Okay,
all.
so then I unclick my...
You unclick and then land on your feet safely.
Hold it.
Your left arm wrecked right now. It's just pounding.
Yeah.
You can feel the oof of pain.
Okay.
All right.
Never mind.
So
Now,
I have a question.
I have an idea, but go.
My zombie,
yeah.
is he at the top?
Oh.
Well, then I need to get him on the rope. Start climbing him down.
Okay.
Isn't he already dead? Can you just...
The zombie begin.
I thought he was with
command
me,
him.
but yeah.
He
fine.
could just jump, fall.
can't
He
he
won't
just
die.
jump?
Well, let's not get
Might
crazy.
kill him.
The zombie starts like slowly scurrying down the rope in a very awkward fashion. It's the fire's like licking up the rope as it's burning.
Oh man. Okay, this is gonna be rough. All right. Come to me, my child.
So as this is happening, go ahead and make another athletics check to see if you can climb down the rest of this distance.
That looks good. 16 plus 3, so we're looking at 19.
19, okay. So you climb down just as the gargoyle swoops in to try and attack you in your ape form. That is going to be a 8, that's not going to hit. And a natural 1. So,
Bounces off my
as you
gorilla
leap
chest.
out of the way, the bite strike, it tries to bite at you. You pull out of the way, but as you do, its trajectory is off and it slams into the side of the cliff. Gets the side's wings splayed out against the stonework, and it peels itself off. And then that impact at full speed is going to deal 10 points of bludgeoning damage to it.
I said, ha.
You guys eventually scramble your way down to the base, and you guys get back up onto your feet.
Yep.
A little shaken, but fine, as the gargoyle swoops its way back up to the cliff top.
The band's back together. That was stressful.
Sorry.
As you take a moment, kind of like, all right, where's the zombie?
Sorry. Catch him. Oh, zombie dead.
I mean, it's falling towards you. You can try and catch it if you want.
I'll try.
Yeah, just make an athletics check to see if you can push in the fall best of your ability.
Not bad. I think we're gonna go That's a 23.
Okay, so it's a 60-foot drop, reduced by half damage from you catching it, we'll say. So that's...
Good.
It just liquefies in your hand.
26 damage, halved 13, so you do catch it. It takes 13 damage, but it's still in one piece. And you set it down gingerly, and it kind of...
Okay, good. I put it down.
The rope is entirely in flames now above you and is not usable.
There goes
So
our
we're not
rope.
getting back up.
Sorry about your rope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
You guys are now at the base of the city, and you see it before you.
Okay. How close are we getting to our circadian sleep time? Or our non-circadian sleep time, I should say.
Oh, you've got probably a good 6 hours or so.
Oh my God. Okay, we're in trouble. All right.
I've got ball bearings. 1,000 of them.
We could Home Alone style trip all the zombies.
I tried that.
If we're knocked unconscious, is that a long rest?
That's not considered a restful sleep.
All right, well, I want to sort of survey this spot where we've landed.
Okay.
What's in this area?
All right. To your left, about maybe 100 feet off, you can see the edge of the water that's flooded that portion of the northern side of the city, the northeastern side. You can see a number of structures. Some look like they have various layers that step almost like a small Mayan pyramid. A lot of them are just square domiciles. They're simple stone with some gravings and engravings. It's interesting because some of the stonework looks very old. Some of it looks like it's been recently altered. Like there's been some sort of, I wouldn't say damage where somebody's carved certain symbols into it. Make an investigation check.
The 9. Investigation is 0, 9.
9. I mean, other than the fact that the city seems like a ghost town at the moment, it seems entirely empty and bereft of any moving life, other than the occasional critter you see scurry across, or birds perched on the top edge of some roof. You see no movement before you, and right now you're just looking down these long abandoned streets and alleyways that lead deeper into the center of the city.
All right, guys, it looks abandoned, but I'm really tired, so don't trust me.
Can I use my Zentarum ring and see if there's any magic around?
Okay. You look around in your immediate vicinity, you don't sense any specific sources of magic.
Okay, can I dip my daggers in my poison?
You can. So you go ahead and take 2 daggers, and you use 2 of your 4 doses of the poison.
So from when we were up on the cliffside, I noticed there was like a ring, like some sort of ring within the city.
Yes.
Can we go and check out that area?
Sure, yeah.
Move towards that?
How far away are we from that?
I mean, just gathering the distance from what you saw above, it's maybe about 25 minutes on foot to get there.
Okay,
Big city.
let's do it.
Yeah, that's
Maybe we should move in formation or something.
Do people
Some
need
sort
hit
of-
points or?
I'm probably okay.
My zombie could use some.
Heal the zombie.
Would healing a zombie kill it?
No, but the zombie does not.
Have like the adverse effect?
It doesn't have an adverse effect, but I don't know if healing magic is going to have much of an effect on a zombie.
Can you?
If you're evil in nature and have a bit of necromancy.
For you, if it was a lay hand circumstance
Right.
from you, I would allow it just because that's the nature of your.
Right. I would think
knowledge.
my queen would want him
Yeah.
to protect me.
Yeah, but like for instance, druidic healing magic would be like, I don't know what to do with this.
It's dead.
Thanks for the
Can
thanks for
you
the offer.
roll for hit points mid-battle, or you have to do it?
You can only regain hit points on a short rest or by using a spell or a potion.
Got it. Okay.
Or an
So
ability to
we have potions and stuff, right?
Yeah, we have
We
potions.
keep forgetting that.
Okay. Well, let's move. Right?
All
In
right.
formation.
Who's leading the party?
The gorilla,
what's the formation
obviously.
I'll go first.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
Archon's leading.
Go first.
All right, then I'll take up the rear.
the
Okay.
rear.
will
And maybe
stand
walk
in
a
the
little
middle.
bit backwards to keep an eye if anything tails
All right.
us.
Archon, Jamila. We'll put the order here.
Yeah.
So we'll say with Archon,
I'll put my zombie in back. Rob the zombie in back of me. Yeah.
back you there. Alrighty. Who's after Jamila?
She's gonna take up the
I want
rear.
to take up the rear.
She's in the
so I
rear,
want to be in
okay.
the back.
Which, by the way, Krook was left on the top of the cliff.
Yeah.
and did not see much of you. See like a tiny hand waving, and then disappear into the
She's gone, huh?
the cliff's top.
She's going back to take responsibility for her actions.
Whatever that means, maybe, or not going back at all. There are snake-like symbols, like a giant fanged serpent head. You see some sort of clusters of some translucent-looking, and you glance over and look at it, and it's not cloth, it's shed skin.
Snake-like in nature.
The blade that he has suddenly bursts into flame. The flame's now lighting the room around you with a red-orange glow.
I pull the axe out. I pull out Bone Cleaver.
It has to retract, and it's now pushing itself even taller up against the corner. Its back is like up against the room. It's now looming over you as it's holding the sword.
I will teach you a lesson.